Hello, my name is Hiraethog and Croeso Gymru. Welcome to Wales. Hello, croeso nôl, welcome back, thanks for joining me. I've moved down the road slightly from Mynydd to this area, and in particular, I'm not sure if you can see it on this camera, but we're going to have a closer look. But over my shoulder there's two buildings of interest. One is the White Building, which is the highest pub in Wales, and it's known as Tafarn yr Helyr, the Sportsman's Arms. Helyr actually means huntsman. And beyond it is the relics of an old building, and I'll talk a bit more about that when we actually get up there, but that one's of real interest. Now this location is known as Bryn Tryllyn. Bryn meaning a hill, and Tryllyn or Tryllyn is two words, tri meaning three, and llyn, as we've mentioned before, meaning lake. Because it is the centre point between Mynydd, Llyn and Llynalwen. Now, Tafarn yr Helyr, unfortunately, Sportsman's Arms, is the highest pub in Wales, but such is business these days with drink driving laws and all the rest of it. It's only open on a weekend, and unfortunately today's a Monday, so no drinks for me. Apologise about the traffic actually, we're by the side of the road here. If you've ever heard of the Evo Triangle, I thought I'd been shot then. If you've ever heard the Evo Triangle, this is it. It's a triangular section of roads that goes around the mountain, which the Evo car magazine have in the past come here and done some advertising, some photography, and people now refer to this as the Evo Triangle. So yeah, so you'll get a lot of vehicles travelling here and motorcycles travelling at fast speed, but there's average speed cameras everywhere now because of it, but there we are. Okay, so we're in Bryn Tryllyn, Tafarn yr Helyr behind us. But more interest again is the relics of the building behind it again, and I'll explain some more. We'll move on.
Pan oedden ni'n iau ein cyrffog mor fraer oedd na, a wydd crefydd y fal barhau. Rwan yn hyn, da ni'n styfnig a blin, ond hyn yn dal I wenyn hob llun, a ti'n ama'n grefod y byd, yn troi'n gynt nag o'r blaen. Wrth idd feddwl ei garlamu ymlaen, mor frwd, mor ddiwyd, fel mor thwyl a chyn, mewn ymgais I siapio dy hyn. Ond fel na wyt ti a fel yna ti fod, does na neb arall fel chdi yn bod. Wyt ti erioed wedi teimlo dan droed yr rhai hyn, sy'n deud na fi am nirioed. Glywys di'r ffaith, mae dim ond dy iaith sy'n wahanol, sy'n dy ddal di yn ôl, ond mae'n anodd gweld yn glir pan wyt ti dan draed, a phan mae'r ofnau yn llifo'n dy waed, mi wyl fwy ar dy ddwy droed dy hun, na phan ti'n plygu dy lun.
Okay, we've made it to the top, and I've taken a little pew here for a bit of shelter from the wind. at the entranceway to this building, and the exact same spot as in 1911 Lloyd George, the Prime Minister, gave a speech to the local people. We're here at Hiraethog. Gwylfa comes from two words. Gwylio is to watch, and va, short for van, for place, the watching place. And I've seen it translated as the watchtower, the observatory, the lookout, the viewpoint, and they're all entirely appropriate translations, because from here you can see for miles, absolutely miles, some of the finest views in the whole of Wales, I would suggest. Now, but it's not the only names that it's known by. In actual fact, very, very few people call it Gwylfa Hiraethog. The most common name for it is the haunted house. Now, it's not haunted. There's no tales of any ghosts at all. No, there's no ghosts. But it looks as if it should be haunted. It's sitting high here on the hill, casting a shadow from above. It looks imposing, it looks creepy, it has to be said. So it deserves to be haunted, but it's not. The locals, such as myself, refer to it as Plas Pren, the wooden palace. I know it's not made of wood, but this is not the original building. The original building was placed here in 1890 by the Viscount Davenport, who was a Merseyside millionaire, and he's the Liberal MP for Falmouth. Now, he used to come up here regularly and loved the area. He used to come here shooting and hunting and fishing and all the like of it. And he wanted a home here. Now, at some point, he was in Norway and was impressed by the Norwegian cabins. So he imported one, together with a craftsman, and they erected a huge wooden Norwegian chalet here. I forgot the word for chalet then. But clearly, with the weather up here, it wasn't going to last for long. So in 1908, they built this current building, and they built it around the chalet initially, and then they knocked down the chalet and created the rest of the building. And that was finished in 1911 when Lloyd George came up and gave his speech. It became a shooting lodge, so guests would come here and pay in guests. But it didn't last for long because getting staff here was incredibly difficult because it's so isolated. And of course the road structure improved, so getting here by road was a lot easier. So in 1925 it shut its doors to paying guests. Then after that it was the local gamekeeper who used the building. And they moved out. The last person to live here was in 1952. And this at one time was the highest inhabited building in the whole of Wales. But in 1952 they abandoned it. And since that time, this is what we see, which is really, really sad, because I'm sure if this was restored to its former glory, it would be very, very popular indeed with tourists and visitors. It really would be spectacular. So it's a shame, but there we are. Gwylfa Hiraethog. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please consider pressing like. I'd love it if you subscribed. To those who've subscribed already, diolch yn fawr iawn, thank you very much. I'm really grateful. And I would recommend that you hit the bell button for the next video. I don't know when that's going to be, because as I'm filming this, we've just been hit by the coronavirus. So I'm sure some movement will shortly be restricted, but we'll do what we can. For my next video, I'm planning to go down to the coast. And do a bit down there. We will come back up to the mountain at some point, but down to the coast for a bit of change of scenery. So anyway, diolch yn fawr iawn am wylio. Ymunwch â fi tro nesa. Thank you very much for watching. Please join me next time. Take good care of yourselves with this virus. Look after each other, and we'll see you soon. Hwyl am wan. Mae'n anodd gweld yn glir pan wyt ti dan draed.